Today's Living Word with Pastor Arlene.
We have been looking at James chapter 1, and we found out last week that temptation doesn't come from God, and we're to resist, stand in faith. So let's look again at James chapter 1, and we're going to look at 5 to 8, but verse 5. We're looking here at temptation comes. So what should be our response? So it's going to work patience. We know that. Patience will have its perfect work. And then verse 5, it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given him. So what are we asking the wisdom for? Specifically in this situation, we're asking for wisdom in the temptation. Wisdom on one, did we miss it somewhere? Because often we will find the same temptation comes over and over and over again. It's the same temptation with just a slight twist, just trying to get us to think in a different way. But what is it? What do we have to do to stand against that temptation? And this is really what it is that we're asking for wisdom. It's in the midst of the trial, and we don't know what to do. It says we can ask God. Ask God for that wisdom, and He will grant it to us. It's not if or maybe. God will give us wisdom in this test and trial. And the wisdom we need is how to get out of it, not to stay in it. Don't ask God for patience. Don't be praying for patience. Patience is a fruit of the Spirit, and you received that fruit when you got born again. You have patience. You just have to exercise it and let it grow and walk it through. But when you ask, He will give it to you. And some people have said, well, I asked God for wisdom and He didn't give it to me, so I guess it wasn't His will. It's very clear here that He says, if you ask, He will give it to you without reproach. He's not going to sit there and say, oh, you dummy, why are you in this situation again? Do I have to help you again? You're on your own. I'm not going to tell you what to do this time. No, it says very clearly, He will grant it to you. You have to believe you've received it. He doesn't get angry with you or rebuke you for anything. But we must remember that the trials that we encounter are self-inflicted. Ouch, I know, that hurts, but they're self-inflicted. So remember, I'm in this situation because it's self-inflicted. We've already found out where that temptation comes from. It comes from lust, an inordinate desire for something, putting our eyes on something we shouldn't have, allowing our emotions to get out of control. So that's what we're asking wisdom on, to know where we stepped sideways from God's word.